Alexander Volkanovski taking on Diego Lopes 1. Volkanovski's forcing him to turn constantly turns, and it's only 30 seconds in the fight. He's setting a precedent that you're going to constantly turn. You're going to constantly turn. This is where Diego can make some difference. He gets here and he shells up in his shell right here. He's got to be doing the same shit Alex Volkanovski's doing, not allowing Alex Volkanovski to go to this side, to this side. Oh! What's going on, boys? We have another breakdown for you. This one is Alexander Volkanovski taking on Diego Lopes 1. We're going to break this fight down. We're going to watch all the rounds, and we're going to give our analysis on what each guy did well and what we can look forward to in the second fight. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and also hit the bell to never go live. All right, here we go. So obviously, Alex Volkanovski won the first fight. There's Diego Lopes. All right, here we go.
Oh boy. Oh man.
Now, one of the things Volk has that a lot of people don't have as a champion is IQ. Like, his IQ is extremely high, and he's able to make adjustments during the fight. He's fought Islam, he's fought Ilya, he's fought Max, he's fought Yair Rodriguez. I mean, he's fought the higher level competition because he's also been in the game a lot longer. So, okay, here we go. So, watch. Okay, this is one thing I said that he keeps on doing. Even when they fought the first time. Let me get my pick. There it is. Okay. Watch how he's forcing. Watch how he keeps forcing homeboy to turn. Watch. Okay, now he's going to the right. He's forcing Diego to turn. All right. Volk is constantly telling him to turn. He's turning the whole entire time. When he's turning, he's going away from this power shot. Right? What he needs to do is he needs to go back this way because he is going into. Let me see. I got to see what stance he's in, but he needs to go wide in this way and fight and force him to turn. But he's going to the outside, so Volkanovski's forcing him to turn constantly turns, and it's only 30 seconds in the fight. He's setting a precedent that you're going to constantly turn. You're going to constantly turn. Let's continue. Okay, now he's going wide. Now he's going in front of the power. Now watch how he goes in front of the power. He's going wide because he's going in front of the strong suit. He doesn't go tight. He goes wide. Right? He's going back to that. Now he's going wide. He's baiting more because he's going into the power. But he's going wide. He's going back to the right. Right? And he's forcing him to turn. Right? And see, you see what I mean? This is some of the things like you guys don't understand, and Volk knows it, right? Even though, look. Okay, watch. Okay, watch this. He feints, but look where he's going. He's going to the right. He's going away from the power side, right? He feints, boom. He's going away from the power, and look how far he has to reach to get to him. Because he's going away from the power side. He literally has to turn to hit him. He's going away from the power. He turns and his stance comes at it. And look, he's safe because he's going to the right. And he realized, he goes, okay, I'm going away from the power. Instead, if he shows and gallops himself, he's going to be a better situation. We're fucking 1 minute into the fight, and we're not doing all rounds, guys. I lied. This is going to take too long to break down. But look, he's constantly turning him. Good kick. Good feints, but nice going back. Ooh, nice uppercut. Nice body kick. Going around the angles, turning him. Constantly turning him. What's going on, guys? This video is sponsored by BetterHelp. Now, BetterHelp is online therapy where you can access your therapist around the world, and it's going to be a personalized licensed therapist to cater to your needs. And when you get there, you're going to take a questionnaire. You're going to answer all of that, and they're going to get you with a licensed therapy that's going to be able to cater to your needs. Let's say you meet this therapist and you guys are vibing out and the vibe is not what you're feeling. They can get you to a different therapist at no extra cost whatsoever because they want to make sure they cater to your needs. Now, for me, I've had a tragic, things happen in my life. One of them being my sister. When she passed away, I had so many questions on why did she do it? Was there something I could have done to prevent? Is this my mom's fault? Is this person's fault? Where do her friends go? All these questions was in my mind. Luckily, I was able to talk to my wife and she kind of, helped me get through that hard time in my life. Once again, if you guys don't have somebody that you can talk to, this is where BetterHelp can serve you. So go to betterhelp.com/mightymouse. That's going to help you save 10% on your first month of therapy. Now, shout out to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Let us get back to the content. There's Trump and Elon Musk when they used to be best friends. Now he's going wide. He's going wide in front. And he's going tight in the right. And this is where Diego can make some difference. He gets here and he shells up in his shell right here. He needs to be active with his hands to we call it keeping him honest, where he doesn't allow Volkanovski to come here and throw some shots. Nice light shots inside against Volkanovski. Push kicks keeps him honest. He's got to be doing the same shit Alex Volkanovski's doing, not allowing Alex Volkanovski to go to this side, to this side. He's staying shelled up, which gives Alexander Volkanovski the opportunity to come in and do whatever he wants, and then he's always trying to counter. So he's always second to the punch. He's always going to be a step behind when he does this. Let's see how this one plays out. Okay, not bad. He threw something, didn't overextend, but it wasn't bad. But see, Alex Volkanovski initiated it, and he's ahead of him. It catches him again. Because he's playing catch up. Another analogy way to think about it is like if we were to race right now, and I said 3, 2, and I take off, you're one step behind. That's what's going on with Diego Lopes. He's always a step behind Alex Volkanovski. He's going wide. Now he's going tight to the right. He's always working on this bubble. He's going here. He's going here. Then he'll do work here. Where he hasn't tried to go this way or this way. He's staying here to fight. So I'm going to race this because he's not doing this or this. This is Volk. This is Volk. I'm going to go Volk, 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 L. He's fighting him from 3 different angles where he's fighting him from one angle. That was the premise of the whole fight the first time I watched it. And I was like, okay, so if Diego Lopes can catch Alex Volkanovski, he'll beat him. But if he allows Alex Volkanovski to do this the whole entire time, he's going to lose because he's always one step behind. Now he's... no shot. Okay, now Volk took him down, which is in heavy. Nice knee. punch, good punch. And this is what I mean. Lately, I've been talking to you guys about when I'm breaking fights down. Alex Volkanovski didn't have to shoot that takedown. He didn't have to put this fight in this situation, right? But he did. He has it in his ability to, even though I'm beating you up on the feet, I just dropped you twice. I'm going to shoot a takedown and I'm going to fuck you up against the cage. That's somebody who's world championship caliber, where you see guys, they don't take it to that level, right? Like, he didn't have to do this to Diego Lopes. He didn't have to shoot, but he did to throw it on the table. So now Diego Lopes has to be like, okay, I'm behind on the feet, and when we get against the cage, he shot. We got some good wrestling there, so I'm in for a fight everywhere. And a takedown. Like, this is why he's one of the fucking best in the world, because he's willing to take the fight here. Where there's, yeah, I'm not even going. I'm gonna let my analysis do what it does. Okay, he's baiting the triangle. Mike. Yep, already look, he's going back and forth. He's going wide, not being the beat. Now he's trying to come forward more, so he's got to be more active. And he's going white, and he's going to the left, so he's circling more inside. He's always feints. And you guys question, like, how do you stop somebody from going back and forth? Okay, you have to be more active with your 1-1. You got to be more active with your 1-3, 1-3-2. Or when he goes this way, you got to start trying to hit that inside. Or you got to back up and then reestablish the distance and then start over again. Or you got to get him turning. You got to be first. But he's allowing him to be first. That's why he's able to turn Diego each time. Let's continue to watch the fight break out. All right, there's no, and right there, there's no inside nines whatsoever from Diego Lopes. He's not disturbing Alex Volkanovski's base. He's allowing him to go back and forth whenever he wants. And you can't allow that to happen when somebody's being so agile and moving back and forth. Like, I like how Diego Lopes is slowly walking across the void, but he's getting too close inside the void and not exchanging anything inside the void. That makes sense. He's trying to catch him. So Matt would always tell me, you're trying to hit him, you're not going to hit him. You need to throw bullshit out there just so you can appear. So imagine this, okay? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 holes. And in this hole, you have a fucking whatever you want to call it, right? If I'm sitting here waiting like, okay, here it comes, there it goes, boom, I hit it. I might hit it, I might not. But if I just start like feinting, being close, then when one pops up, I'm here and I can react faster. That's what Diego is doing. He's sitting there waiting. He's waiting. Okay, he went off first. Okay, he went first again. Look. He's still waiting. No inside, no push kicks, no right hand, no jab, no nothing. No inside. Okay, he's reacting again. He just reacted again. He's turning. All right, no, still nothing. No push kicks, no insides, no nothing. Like, he's always reacting. So that's where Volkanovski is beating him, because he's reacting to him instead of inside, boom, push kick, boom, jab, 1-1, 2. Get him going backwards and not circling. Okay, I'm gonna let the fight play out a little more, and then I'll tell you something else changes, because this is what's been going on for the last. He didn't have to shoot, which is, I like that idea for Alexander Volkanovski. I like it. He didn't have to shoot, but he did. Alex is constantly turning him, constantly turning him. That was good from Lopez. Something different. Double jab. Once again, who went first? Alexander Volk went first. So Diego's playing catch up. And then he shoots. And that's why it's hard for Volk to fight Ilya, because Ilya cuts him off. Ilya, as Volk goes this way, Ilya goes this way and keeps this center line intact. And he goes here, then he goes here. That's the difference why it's harder for Volk to fight Ilya, because Ilya won't allow him to lead this dance. Once again, he reacted and he kept circling. Now he starts adding different tricks. Once again, he's behind. He's always behind. Even though this is where Diego Lopes can be dangerous, is that he can take the shot and draw in, Alexander Volkanovski to start exchanging, because he can't keep up with this. All Volkanovski's, all he's doing is circling. He's just circling. So he's being first. That's all he's doing. He's popping and he's moving. So when he hits him, I tag, I'm already moving when you start to make your next move. That's why Alexander Volkanovski's been able to do this and not take any significant damage for 2 rounds. What? Look. That's where Volk gets in trouble, is if he stands there and doesn't circle. Right? Let me go back to that. Okay, watch. Watch how he starts to stand and bang and keep on circling. And also think he went 1-1-2. Let me see. All right. Jab, move, circle's good. Okay. Boom. What was the difference? Lopez was going forward and Volk didn't circle. So that was the last time he got dropped in that fight. He was okay. We're going to keep circling. Look, now he's back to circling. Constantly circling. Let me see. I think it's the same thing. We'll do a little more of this. I'm going to go to the next one. Let's see. Like I said, I think if Diego Lopes were just to fight more against Alexander Volkanovski, I think he'll do better more instead of allowing him being first. When you're allowing somebody with IQ to be first, they're always going to be a step ahead of you. And then you're trying to catch them in between the exchanges instead of if you're first. Then if he responds in the exchange, you have the opportunity to be ahead of him in exchange and then catch him at the in between it. Or you'll catch him because you went first and he's reacting to you. But that's right there. That was a great combination from Diego Lopes. He took no price. He didn't get in trouble for doing that. It was a good 1-1-2. And Volkanovski moved away from it. But he's just allowing Volk to be first. And like I said, this is why I wanted to see Leroy Murphy versus Alexander Volkanovski, because I feel the fight could be exactly like this, where Leroy Murphy is going to fight totally different, potentially totally different. And then it's, you know, he got one win. It's just Volkan, like everyone's, oh, the fight was close. Alex is up 3-0 right now, and he's fucking piecing him up. Look. Look at that. Lopes looks way better. He's reacting. Nope. Once again, he's constantly circling. Volk is constantly circling. Great combination from Diego Lopes, just not on target, but he's pushing Volk back. And he has to understand, when you're fighting some of the IQ, they're going to recognize that, and they're going to take that as not a loss, but a little bit of, like, Volk gave him a little bit. And maybe even he can go, like, he's fighting Volk again. Even I wouldn't even like to see him go shots here, like a jab to the body, to the chest, to keep him from going underneath, and extend your arm too. That would also be another tool for Diego Lopes to use. Right, behind again. Look, there's a shot. Even though he defended it, it's okay though, because it's something that he has to worry about now. Yep. Nice body kick. So here's the thing too. If you're going to react, that was perfect what he just did there. He showed and he threw, right? He showed and then he threw. So he was reactive, but he followed through with the reaction. Another shot. Okay, we're going to skip the fourth round because I believe it's the same that's going to happen in the fourth. I'll watch the end of the fight. But right now, Volk is up 3-0. Clean sweep so far. Once again, he's circling, keeping Diego turning the whole entire time. Eats a 3-2. Okay, like... Daniel Cormier, he's been doing for fucking 4 rounds. Volk isn't doing anything different. He hasn't done the first, the second, the third round. He goes right, he goes left, he circles wide. He circles wide in front of the power. So if Diego does throw, he's out of harm's way. Boom. All right. Mixing it up. Okay, now he's going wide in front of the power. Going back to the right. Over here, he's doing the same thing. Diego Lopes hasn't committed yet to anything. Yep. Yep. Hey, he hurt him. So it was a punch. See, and Diego can beat Volk like this. If Diego stays on him and exchange like this, he can beat him, right? And what Diego needs to do, instead of tracking him in orthodox, he needs to switch to southpaw, throw high 10, and body kicks from this position, because Volk's switch is going this way away from the power. He's running away from the power shot. So whatever sting he has on that power shot, a little bit's going to come off because he's going away from it. If he switches to southpaw, kind of like Islam, the high kick comes available. The body kick becomes available. He's going into your power side as a southpaw. Even your straight left becomes available. All right, he's going to continue to go that way. Now he's going in front of the power. Now he's switching. He's switching because he wants it further away from him. Now he's going away from the power. Like, see guys, this is the shit y'all don't know. Okay, now he's going away from him. Now he's got more space to work. Now he's recovered. Yep, reacting again. So if he's going to react, he needs to do a 3-punch reaction. Yep, he's waiting. Constantly turning him. Constantly turning him. Yep. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the 4th round. 5th round. Once again, Volk is turning him. Now, if you guys don't fucking get that now, then I wasted 20 minutes of your time and my time. He's constantly turning him. Constantly turning him. Now he's going in front. Look how wide he goes. He goes southpaw, so it's the hands further. You want to stay away from the strongest hand as much as possible. You want to stay away from that hand as much as possible. No matter what you're doing, you're going in front of it, you go wide. If you're going if you're going there, you can't go wide, you go southpaw. Right? And that works because Diego is reacting every single time. And he moves. He's always moving when he reacts. Right? And sometimes if you don't want... Now their exchange. That was a great exchange from both those guys. Nobody got clipped. What's that? He's... But that was a good combination for Diego Lopes because he went first. Good counter from Diego. Now it should be a 1-2 from Diego. Like 1-2. Once he gets in this range, he should fire a 1-2 immediately, or 1-1-2, or just 1-2, or a body kick. Like once he gets there, it's bop, 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 bop. It's got to be, he's got to fire something. Don't know if that was a finger poke or a punch. I felt like it was a punch. But I see right here, look at this. Let's take a look at this right here. 9 takedown. He's defended 9 takedowns. So him pressing the void is gonna, we know when he gets super close, Volk shoots for the most part, right? You press it, when he fails to take down, you jump on him immediately. You fire a 3-2 or 1-2 or 2-5 or 2 something, 2-9, 2 knee, something after he fails to take down an attempt. It's like, here's a receipt for you trying to get me down. I'm going to punish you now. All right. He's always reacting, constantly reacting. Oh yeah, it was an eye poke. Come on, dog. I did it. I'm not gonna say it. Y'all got mad at me last time I said it. But he's constantly turning because you don't want to fight. He doesn't want to fight this bull. Right there. That was a good combination from Diego Lopes. But he can't get past this. Volk turns this way. Diego follows him. Diego needs to go this way, cut him off, and force him to fight. Then as Volk will readjust, go this way, he goes back and adjusts this way. Then this becomes closer, and then they exchange here, and Diego needs to go first, so Volk has to respond. That's what Diego needs to do when they fight next time. That's what I would do if I was in Volk's, if I was in Diego's corner. I was like, hey, this is what you need to do to be able to beat Volk. Like, don't allow him to do this. If he does this, you need to chop that inside. I need you to chop that leg. He can't just go there for free. Ain't none for free, baby. Yeah, he doesn't have to engage in the fight. He's beat you 4 rounds already. Like that's where Volk is, he's able to lose, is when he stands still, because he doesn't want to get. All right, he's constantly still turning. Still, see, even though this is why it's so powerful to always keep on moving. Because even though if you do miss, right? He threw a jab. Look, watch. He goes here. He throws a jab. Vroom. Diego slips it. Beautiful slip from Diego Lopes, by the way. Right? He can't counter because, look, he's constantly moving in the same way. And everything misses. That's the power of moving. Right? But he's still, look, he's still moving. Still moving. And guys, that's why when you fight somebody and you start seeing them shifting their hips and moving left and right, you got to take a step back. You got to take a step back and be like, okay, it's a cat and mouse game. We're constantly shifting back and forth. So when you approach the fight, you have to approach it a different mindset instead of we're just going to bang it out. There will come a point in time in the fight where you're able to bang it out and catch them. But the puzzle pieces are always shifting when you're fighting somebody with an IQ like Alex Volkanovski. And so, boys, if you guys enjoyed this breakdown, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, hit the bell to know we go live and look for the final prediction for UFC 325 as I give my picks on who I believe is going to win this. There's over here, right? Boom, it lands. Boom, they're exchanging. They both got hit, but his hurt him. Another shot. Boom, boom, boom. But he just dictated the fight. That's where I felt like I would have loved to see Leroy Murphy, just because I felt like it was very convincingly that Alexander Volkanovski beat Diego Lopes, where I feel like it would be cool to see somebody who's got a 5-fight win streak. Woo, that gets him. Right there. Wow. Boom. Eats it. Boom. Yeah. Beautiful uppercut from Diego Lopes. That was clean. Yeah. I just say if Diego Lopes just presses him and uses his grappling, I think he can beat Volkanovski, but it's going to be very hard for him to beat him by fighting the same way. So, boys, like I said, like, subscribe. Also, hit the bell to know we go live. Peace.